Systems and accessories, we got you covered. Need foam glass for your hot oil system or white poly or flex for your chill water system? We got that too. Campbell Insulation Specialist LLC has all your mechanical installation needs covered. From piping and duct insulation to caulking, mastics, and elbows. We even design and fabricate specialty installation pads. Call us today. We offer free delivery. Campbell Insulation Specialist LLC, 706-277-7968.
In Thursday's edition of the Daily Citizen, you'll find stories about Takashi Shinzuka, the Consul General for Japan in Atlanta, meeting with Mayor Dennis Mock Wednesday and visiting two local facilities owned by Japanese firms. A Dalton man sentenced to 180 days in a probation detention center and 20 years probation after pleading guilty to child molestation. And 3 Dell Gap Elementary students who started the anti-bullying program Be a Buddy, Not a Bully. And that's today's news from the Daily Citizen. To read these stories and more, pick up a copy of today's paper or visit us online at daltonnow.com.
Chairman Kim and I just signed a joint statement in which he reaffirmed his unwavering commitment to complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula.
So by releasing the details of the menu, this is again legitimizing Kim Jong-un.
The way we raise codfish, I mean, that sounds really yummy and very expensive.
Holding them accountable. Sean gets the answers no one else does. Freedom is back in style. Welcome to the revolution. Information on breaking news and more bold, inspired solutions for America. Stay right here for our final news roundup and information overload.
Don't step on Scott Shannon, new rule in radio. Anyway, glad you're with us. Write down our toll-free number. It's 800-941-SEAN. We expect the FBI Director Wray is giving comments at the bottom of this half hour. It's 6 after the hour a.m. in Singapore and, 6 after the hour Eastern Time, p.m. in New York, D.C. The IG report is out. 5 FBI employees referred for an investigation. I would expect and anticipate that there are going to be criminal referrals based on the report. In many ways disappointing. In many ways, I would say this is a report of the swamp to the swamp. Linda had a pretty good line. He's calling the IG Horowitz, he's Switzerland. He wants to be viewed as everybody, but what are we discovering here? Yeah, that Strzok and Page are talking directly about, Lisa Page asking Peter Strzok, he's never going to become president, speaking of Donald Trump, right? Right? The lawyer asking Strzok writes back, remember, he's at the heart of this investigation. He's the lead guy. He's the one writing the exoneration months before he interviewed Hillary July 2nd, and then the big exoneration of Hillary Clinton takes place thereafter. And then, of course, he writes back, no, he won't be president. We'll stop it. Same people texting, we have the insurance policy, right? Then we learned also that, in fact, there were hostile actors that got a hold of Hillary Clinton's emails on her server in the mom-and-pop shop bathroom closet. The whole idea that Hillary is not indicted in all this. Now, there's a lot of people saying that she may very well now have and be facing serious legal jeopardy and problems. We'll see over time. But after Strzok vowed to stop Trump in the text exchange with Lisa Page, it was only a couple of weeks after, July 31st, that they launched the Russiagate investigation. And as they pointed out in the report, and as Trey Gowdy and others now are pointing out, the system of investigation, the methods of investigation, when you compare them, and this is the heart of all of this, do we have equal justice under the law? Do we have equal application of our laws? Tell that to Christian Saucier today, who went to jail for a year, 6 photos, and you go through the different legal standards and all the laws, and they even mention a lot of them, not all of them, in this report. But what happened to him? Why didn't it happen to Hillary? Why is that even possible? How is it, do we have equal justice under the law? Are people treated fairly under the law? Or if you're somebody like Hillary Clinton and you're likely to be president in the minds of these people that are doing the investigation, you don't want to piss her off. Now, don't go in too strong arms here against her. Lisa Page telling Peter Strzok. Now there's a question. Rachel Stockman has a piece out on, I was on lawandcrime.com. FBI agent Strzok just threw a major legal bone to Paul Manafort and all the other Mueller targets. And I think this is some good insight into this. This quote, she writes, they're probably jumping for joy at the IG report, which examined Clinton's probe specifically, raising concerns that the political bias may have impacted investigative decisions based upon the text messages of Page and Strzok. And the investigators seem particularly concerned with the ones that we have just mentioned to you. And anyway, she goes on to say that in some ways that they were both involved in the Russia investigation and assigned to the probe conducted by Special Counsel Mueller. Remember, Strzok was on Mueller's team, his merry band of Democratic donors. Anyway, the Special Counsel, before they removed them, and Strzok was assigned to lead the Russia investigation in late July of 2016. And his agents were zeroing in at that time on Paul Manafort and other former Trump affiliates like General Michael Flynn. Now Manafort's facing charges related to all of this. Anyway, if the OIG report reads that the suggestion in Russian-related text messages that Strzok might be willing to take official action to impact the president's electoral prospect cause us to question the earlier mid-year investigation report in which Strzok was involved and whether he took specific actions in the mid-year, meaning the Clinton email server investigation, based on his political views. And when it came to the Clinton investigation, they were unable to find evidence. This political bias led to the improper decision-making. However, it's important to note no conclusion was given as to whether these messages could have impacted the direction and decisions as it relates to the Russian probe. I'm sorry, this reeks of all political bias. And the handling, if you're comparing and contrasting the way they have, viciously gone after Donald Trump and subpoenas and knocking down doors at 6 a.m. and guns drawn compared to what they did in the Hillary Clinton case, where she's given every consideration that nobody else in this country would have gotten. That's a big part of this. Anyway, Congressman Ron DeSantis joins us as we continue with Sarah Carter, Greg Jarrett. Greg's book is coming out perfectly timed for next month, The Russian Hoax, the illicit scheme to clear Hillary Clinton and frame Donald Trump. Let's bring you in, Ron DeSantis, also a gubernatorial candidate in Florida. Your general thoughts, reactions, and feelings.
Well, one of the things that I think we take away from this report is there's really no more basis for this Robert Mueller investigation on two different fronts. There was never really a strong or even a case for obstruction for firing Comey, but I think this report makes clear Comey should have been fired. It was absolutely justified, and it would be a horrible witness in an obstruction case. So that just needs to be bad. That needs to end. And then obviously with the Peter Strzok, that damning text message where he's saying, we'll stop him from winning the election 6 days after he launches a so-called collusion investigation based off some idiotic statement that Papadopoulos supposedly made drunk at a bar, some 25-year-old kid. This whole thing was tainted from the start by the bias of people like Peter Strzok. So on both prongs, Trump-Russia collusion, no case. Obstruction, no case. Mueller needs to close up shop.
I see a tweet from Mark Meadows, and he points out a specific section on page 420 and 421, which is remarkable, and it calls the Strzok Page text not only indicative of a biased state of mind, but even more seriously implies a willingness to take official action to impact the presidential candidate's electoral prospects. Isn't that go to jail stuff, Congressman?
Look, just before we even get there, why the heck does Peter Strzok still have a job? This guy needs to be fired. Are you kidding me?
That's a good question. And didn't we hear recently he still had access to top secret information, classified information?
He never had his security clearance suspended, or at least they've never told us that when we've asked. And yes, look, I think there's criminal liability, a lot of criminal liability here. I mean, Hillary